Let's set the scene. You are a standard issue Scandinavian medieval farmer. Your cow, healthy, your barn, locked. But yet, somehow every morning, your milk is gone. And when you take a little envious gander at your neighbor, they're overflowing with milk buckets. They have fresh butter, and they are very suspiciously thriving. And what you don't know is that somewhere in the dark, something small and creepy is feeding. Salutations, my morbid comrades. Today we're gonna talk about one of the strangest little creatures from Swedish folklore, and that is called Bjära, or the milk hare. And what exactly is that? Well, it's a little familiar or creature that is created by digging up body parts of children and that steals milk from your neighbor only to come back to you and then puke it up again into a bucket. How fun, how quaint, how demure and very, very mindful. Let's get into it. To understand the Bjära, we need to understand the importance of milk during medieval times. Milk wasn't just milk. In ye old medieval Scandinavia and all over the world, it was survival. It meant food, trade, wealth and stability. Like if you had no milk, you had no butter, no cheese, very important, no income. So yeah, not good times to be had. Milk truly came with a lot of strong feelings. So naturally, if one farm thrived and the other didn't, people, well, they became suspicious, very, very suspicious and deeply, deeply paranoid. And they did what people back then did best. They started accusing women of witchcraft. Being a weird and eccentric lady back in the olden times was not easy or safe, for that matter, at all. The Bjära was believed to be sort of a magical servant, but not the kind a strange and eccentric woman could stumble upon in the wild by sheer luck. It was a familiar, carefully crafted and persuaded into life through ritual. And the result? A creature with one very specific job: to steal from thy neighbors and bring the precious loot back to its creator. So basically what we have here is a tiny cursed delivery service. Here is where things take a sharp and deeply unsettling turn. Fun! The main recorded method that we have of creating this Bjära milk hare requires something that should not be disturbed at all: a freshly buried child. From that child, usually a small piece of it would be taken, like a pinky finger, and they will wrap it in cloth and mix it yummily with some dirt from the grave soil, and also some more fragments that they could take from the body. Then the witch would take her own blood, 3 drops, because 3 is the magic number, into the little concoction and recite a little spell, and with that you had created yourself a puking demonic hare. And yeah, we truly escalated from stealing milk to graveyard crafting very fast. And once created, the Bjära would go out into the night and sneak straight into neighboring farms. There, it would hop up to a cow and climb up the others to have a little drink. But the worst part comes after. The Bjära doesn't carry the milk back. It stores it inside itself and when it returns home, it pukes the milk into a bucket, which is named pukekärl, or like, if we're gonna translate it, it actually just means puke bucket, or vomit bucket. History is truly so very elegant, yes it is. I'm sorry for that visual. If you are ever so unlucky as to stumble upon such a vivid and nice scene, just let the little hare have it. It clearly needs it way more than you. But how do we stop this from happening, you may ask, and I will tell. If you manage to actually catch a bjära by pulling it, I guess, hard enough for it to let go of your cow, you could actually force the little bjära, the hare, to reveal its master or creator, whatever you fancy there. But how? Well, take a wild guess. Yes, by torture, by hurting the little thing. Yeah, the olden times were truly magic. According to legend and the lore of the folk, whatever pain that the milk hare would feel would be transmitted into its creator, so they would feel it too. So medieval folk would just start beating it if they found a hare that was suspicious, I guess, hold it over a fire, or any other creative torture method they could come up with. And eventually they thought that its master, creator, would come running in pain and tell you to stop it, please. And yet, despite all this horror, the bjära actually appears somewhere very unexpected. Yes, indeed. We made the milk hare into church decor. Even today, in medieval Swedish churches, we find these paintings that often include these strange little creatures. And that is certainly a choice. And the best part, they look positively ridiculous. Wide eyes, strange proportions, almost cartoonish. Just standing there next to devils and witches, almost always throwing up a stream of milk into its trusty bucket. Yeah, you're just sitting there in thy church, chilling, thinking about Jesus Christus and stuff like that, I assume, when you suddenly look up to gaze upon such an fascinating scene. Priceless. Hi, just a reminder to please like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, hit the little bell. It's free for you, but it helps my channel so much. Like, it's insane. We really need it. The algorithm has gone a little cuckoo and you can help for free. Thanks so much in advance. It won't hurt. But now, let's get into a little story, a folklore tale that perfectly kinda sums up how chaotic this little creature really is. A farmhand once stumbled upon two women creating a bjära. For some reason, they up and left mid-ritual. And the farmhand, being the worst kind of curious, decided to finish the spell himself. But he didn't take it seriously. So instead of finishing it properly, he added his own little twist. You will bring nothing but shit. Truly iconic behaviour. Let's continue. That night, the creature came to life, went out, and of course, returned. With what exactly it had been told to bring. Dung, and it did so over and over and over, night after night, relentless, obedient. And the farmhand, well, he became the most popular farmhand in entire Sweden, I guess, because whatever household employed him was never short of fertilizer. Feel-good moments like that. Brings a tear to the eye. So, in the end, this bjära wasn't just a cute, no, not cute, but fun, weird little creature. It was the very embodiment of a very important fear back then, the fear of losing everything. Frog in my throat. Anyway, the fear of losing everything, like your precious milk, for example. Very big thing for them. But also fear of thy neighbor, fear of women who didn't exactly behave as you wish they would, because it's easier to believe in strange magic and demonic entities than accepting that life just isn't fair sometimes. No, clearly that neighbor had a weird wife who was a witch and was in possession of a satanic milk demon. They had some strange imagination back then. So, if you one day realize that your groceries are mysteriously restocking themselves, maybe don't look too closely at it. And just be happy. And ask yourself, have you sleepwalked into a cemetery at some point recently? Thank you so much for watching. I have a Ko-fi link down there because I'm going to make a little art book with Scandinavian folklore, and I'm trying to crowdfund. It's a large number, right? But I just wanted to put something there. I'll probably print them way before if I ever get up to that amount. Yeah. I'll be posting mock-ups of how the books will look soon. Yeah. Thanks to all my members. You're amazing. I love you guys. Thanks. I'm a poor little hermit, and thanks to you, I can do this thing with my software that I need to subscribe to. Haha. Stay amazing, stay hydrated, but most of all, stay morbid, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.